Sing in me muse, and through me tell the story of those people skilled in all ways of contending, the Dragonlords, harried by fate and prophecy. Sing of the cities they saw, the minds they learned of distant peoples, and weathering many bitter nights and days deep in their hearts, while they fought to save their homes and lives of all Thyleans. Of these adventures, muse, most sacred of daughters, tell us in our time, lift the great song once again. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Oathsworn, and Odyssey the Dragonlords campaign here on TPK Roleplay. I am, and will continue to be, Turk, or Turk Accented, and I will be but one of your amazing storytellers for the evening. I have gathered quite a group of artists around my proverbial campfire, and if you all wouldn't mind, starting in semi-alphabetical-ish order, if we start with a C and then go to H and then an L with an if we go C, S, L, T, A, C again, in that order, then if tell us who you are, who you'll be finding out. Well, I mean, this whole campaign's been a whole mess.
Alphabetical adjacent.
Mm-hmm. Comrade, if you would please tell us who you are, who you'll be playing tonight, and yeah.
Sweet, yeah. I am Comrade Crash. I will be playing Leo Dracos, the human paladin, Oath of the Dragonlord, and he walks the path of the Vanished One. And up next is Sir Hecla.
Hey everybody, it's me, Sir Hecla. And that hurt my brain. As per usual, I'm playing Calliope, the Siren College of Epic Poetry Bard, walks the path of the Dragon Slayer. Moving on over to HP.
Hello, I am the last hit point hero, and tonight I shall be playing Thrynos, the Siren sorcerer who walks the path of, I guess, the demigod. I must have to say demi-titan, it's all that fits. I don't like my dad. Over to Tony.
Hey, I'm Tony. I'm playing Eliana Legie, the High Elf Prophecy Cleric who walks the path of the Gifted One. And I made a big fucking mess on my desk already, so we're already having a great time. We're going to go up to Al.
All right. Al, I'm playing Ponos, the crafty Odyssean rogue who is walking the path of the Cursed One. And I shall pass on up to Chrissy.
Hello, I'm Chrissy. I'm playing Jafera Adamos. She is our Medusa Warlock. And she's walking the path of the Cursed One? Haunted One. Shit. I tried to do it without looking.
You fixed it in a timely manner, and that's all that counts.
I tried to do it without looking, and then I got distracted by chat. This is how this works. Never mind.
More curses, more good.
I'll get it out of the way.
Well, again, my name is Turk, and I'll be your DM. So, would anyone like to give us a quick recap of where we left off last time?
We tried to catch all of ourselves on fire because it was getting hot in there, and they wanted us to take off all our clothes.
Like Calliope said no.
Didn't. And instead, we beat them up and took their magical instrument. That wasn't their magical instrument.
I was so right. That had such bad vibes to it, and I sat outside, and then I got like, Kira's like, you know what? This is some bullshit brewing.
No. See, I have faith that the DM doesn't throw all terrifying and malicious-looking creatures at us that are actually terrifying and malicious. Some of them are just nice.
There are other nymphs.
We'll see.
My very in-depth notes say, I stole a small piece of wood. Jafera isn't feeling great, but she manages. That's all.
That's all that matters.
Just 2 lines.
It was a small fight.
Yeah,
I'll do better.
So
I think that brings everyone up to speed.
Yeah, that's basically so. On your way to the Necropolis at Tillamook, in order to fulfill one of your final labor, We can get the oracle's prophecy up. You are told you must claim the mighty weapons wielded against the Titans by the first Dragonlord. Now, one of you has pretty good memory of the first Dragonlord, at least someone who instructed you. Leo would certainly recognize Xander Horath and his most famous of titles. So it seems like you're going to do some grave acquisition, or at the very least, some very late inheritance. It's up to your perspective and whether you put stock in the words of watery fate givers. But along your way, you did encounter a kind of watchtower, most likely used to keep lookout over this section of road, that had been occupied by a kind of cult in the making, I suppose you could call it, centered around a nymph that was also one of the Four Winds. This one possessing another one of the instruments of Kira, defeating Yuria, the Autumn Wind. You've now all earned yourself a brief respite, as well as a safe place to lay your heads for the night. So, the question is, assuming you're putting all the bodies out or into the river or burning them somewhere,
I feel slightly bad that we just beat up some normal dudes who are part of a harem, so...
they were pretty indoctrinated.
Listen. A nymph can do a whole lot.
All right.
But I think it'd probably be best and flavorful to just huck the bodies in a bonfire.
Seems appropriate.
Audible hucking.
Use the dying embers of a flame elemental to fuel their pyre.
Oh, wait, isn't that... I thought that was dead. We only have a water elemental.
Yes, the dying embers of the fire elemental.
Oh, I didn't bottle that.
Oh. Dang.
Well, starting a fire is simple enough. We don't have to dwell on it. But you do have a tower, and you do have all that lovely food they started cooking. Only some of it was smashed and splattered about in the combat, so... how's the rest of the evening go?
Kira. Oh, go ahead.
No, that's fine. I was just going to say I was sorry, everyone. Thought I would be a little optimistic, and, well, so much for that.
No, you don't need to apologize. They looked like very, cool dudes. They were buff, awesome, glistening.
Oiled.
Couldn't have been more wrong. Yeah.
They were polite, but you can't just meet random individuals on a river and just expect perfect hospitality.
So, we should be suspicious of the people that are polite to us on the road?
Well, I guess this is 2 for 2 for random people who are so strangely polite. I mean, we had the hippies.
The hippies were good.
The hippies were fine, just like these, and she'll just kind of like gesture to the dead people. These people were nice too, but the person leading them was not great. And I'll just kind of look over to Kira, and we seem to be continuously drawn to these people who took Kira's items.
You caught me. I'm secretly sending you all on quests to go retrieve the goddess's items. I'm such a devout follower that I would conspire with an ancient prophetess just so I could go get my MacGuffins back.
I mean, you're doing a pretty good job, not gonna lie.
You say that with sarcastic tone, but I kind of believe that would be a plan.
I mean, if she is such a devout follower of Kira, she's known as somewhat of a trickster, so I mean, if she could intertwine that'd be pretty on par.
Exactly.
Wait, I thought she was following us.
It's
I
a
thought you
little
were
column A,
following
little
me.
column B.
Wait a second. Who's in charge here?
I'm definitely gonna wait to hear the answer to that one.
I think it's very clear that none of us know who's in charge.
I
here.
will
Exactly.
I will hold like 2 gold pieces in hand, waiting for who I'm pretty sure is gonna say it.
I think Leo does point hesitantly to Ponos. Like, I'm pretty.
There it is.
He has the crown, right?
I win.
Never change, Leo. Never change.
Well,
I mean, he's not wrong.
I suppose in a general sense, we should probably be a little more cautious around people with instruments. Maybe that should be our leading question.
I
Are you
mean, it's
carrying an
probably good to
instrument?
get them back.
Ever been in a band? Are you a thief?
I'm not gonna lie, it'd probably be good to bring those back in a sense. Not great to just have those scattered about, having people with them using them for nefarious purposes like this.
Kira, how many of these instruments are there?
Vulcan made Kira 4.
Okay.
And you have 2. What is it, the harp? Right?
I don't
Looks
know.
over
You
at
take them
Calliope.
and they disappear. So
I don't take any.
That I don't keep track of that in my notes at all. I'm not the quartermaster. I am the lore keeper.
I'm recognizable enough to know the Euros lute when I see it.
of course, as
But-
one does.
Yes, consult the
I was like, wait, is this one's also a lute?
Consult the Book of Holy
Is it a lyre?
Instruments.
No, it's the Euros lyre, and you have the
Zephyr lute.
Thank you.
Got it.
Got it.
So there's 2 more, if I remember correctly.
I would think that the Zephyr lute would have been a wind instrument instead.
Yeah, that would make sense. Like some kind of pipe.
Well, they're the 4 winds, so wouldn't they all be wind instruments?
It's a good point.
I mean,
Well, I got
What is-
well, no, Zephyr really means air.
so it's like it should doubly be a wind instrument.
Exactly.
in some ancient texts, they're also referred to as a god, a direction of air.
So an oboe, a clarinet, a flute, and a didgeridoo.
Though,
Wow.
what is string music?
No
if
melodicas?
not-
Ooh.
What is music played on strings if not vibrating air itself?
It's just
That's
incredibly
just talking.
precise
That's-
percussion.
My goodness. Well, I am here all night to debate the finer points of instruments and whether or not there should be more woodwinds, but as far as I know, craftsmen are limited in their abilities to mass produce fine-tuned woodwinds and other brass instruments. So here we are.
Here we are.
I'm gonna go start that fire.
I cast bonfire again.
I'm not doing it in here.
Too late.
No, it's not too late. As I'm just like
But
the
I
third
dismissed
dragon
the
of
bonfire.
Yes.
What?
I'm not burning bodies in the tower. That's
I didn't know
gross.
that's why you wanted the fire.
What? I'm not just gonna let these rot here.
You don't have. You can go outside, but the bodies you can consider handled. You don't have to dwell on it too long.
Besides, I'm sure there's some fresh embers in the grill he was using.
All right.
Yes.
I'm not gonna grill them though, to be very blunt about it.
Hmm.
Let both sides salt and pepper.
I'm not a goatling or that strangely overly sexual thing. I don't remember the name of. It's
I
horrible.
have a name.
So what you're thinking of is a Maenad,
Yes, thank you.
and if you recall, the cult was also a cult at the ancient temple was also going to be consuming flesh.
Tasty. Anyway,
Well, I suppose we'll settle in, make the rest of the trip tomorrow. See what's
Yeah.
in the necropolis.
Sure. I mean, we're all relatively safe. Might as well, right? Get
I'm
some
gonna-
sleep out from the cold.
I'm gonna double check the upstairs because I never got to go, just to make sure it's all Gucci.
Sure.
Starts out pleasant, then gets very unpleasant very quickly.
Oh, and that's that's because you ran right upstairs and she was naked.
Yeah. But heading upstairs, it's similar to how you saw before. The fire that was in the kind of like lighthouse spot for it, that central flame, has obviously gone because it was just a fire elemental. But beyond that, you get a nice breeze blowing through here. It's really just, you get a very decent view of the surrounding area if you step out onto either of the balconies, and there seems to be a kind of rampart built of earth up to the second level.
Did this used to be like a lighthouse?
It seemed to be a kind of watchtower.
Okay.
There's some smashed statuary, but some of these are clearly military style statues. Not of any particular soldiers, but their livery seems to be of like the cities. Two of them, between the smashed ones and these two, you find one for Mitros, one for Astoria, one for Arisia, and then one with the livery of the dragon, or the Dragonlords. Like, this was, you understand, and it kind of occurs to you, you're heading towards a burial ground. It's probably important for everybody to be able to keep it safe and secure. But if there's nothing else, then you could all start going to sleep.
I mean, is Kira the one like kind of checking over the lyre? Like, is she the one that picked it up, or is she really not doing anything with it?
I mean, she'll recover it if it's, put on the table and like look it over and just kind of check for scratches, bumps, that kind of thing. But at the same time, she'll obviously like offer it over to you. Do you want both, or do you want me to hold this in case you need to switch or something? I got a pretty good arm. I'd rather not throw it, but
I mean, I'm perfectly fine holding both as well.
okay, good. If I threw it and conked you over the head with the turtle shell part, I'd feel real bad. I've heard stories about that kind of thing.
Well, I would love to hear it. Any of those stories, honestly.
Oh no, it's something a long time ago. Some super strong warrior guy got real angry. He couldn't play an instrument, so he smacked his brother over the head. I had to do a bunch of quests about it to, for some reason, make that okay. One of those old stories.
Sure sounds like something the gods would do. So.
Well, Pythor maybe, but not like out of anger. He only smacks you over the head if you think he thinks he can take it. At least from what I've seen.
Good to know.
Anyway, for you, my dear lady. And she'll offer you the loot. Literally.
Except it's not the loot.
It's not the, it's the lyre. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a liar. It's in my notes wrong. Ugh, I have corrected it. But you have the lyre. And you're all set.
Okay. Do I know what it do yet?
Yeah, you can attune to it pretty fast. I believe it's a hold person And yes, sorry. The Euroslayer allows you to cast Sleep at 4th level and Counterspell at 3rd.
Good deal.
Mm-hmm. Though I should note that all of the instruments allow you to cast Jump, Invisibility, and Levitate. Which I had forgotten.
Oh.
Extra.
Yeah,
Do
I
all
wish
the
I would have known
things.
that.
Well, with 2 of them in your hand, you're beginning to recognize the magic better.
Perfect.
So, I must ask them, is it time to sleep?
Yes.
But we do set up watch, just in case, like usual.
Okay. If you think you could survive what happens next with a watch, all right.
Oh, okay.
Watch is a good idea. I'm going to turn in. And Thrynos goes to sleep.
DeFaro will hold watch if it's needed.
Good. Throughout the night, whoever's keeping watch finds themselves struggling a little bit to stay awake. Doesn't matter what you do at this point. But you find your eyes growing heavy. Everyone else around you appears deep. As your eyes close. And the dreaming overtakes all of you. Don't wobble your head.
I have my hit points back before this happens.
You could take a short rest and roll up some things, but you're going to want to listen. In all that greets you is a void of darkness. You see nothing, you feel nothing, until you hear a soft woman's voice just the back of your ears.
Oh, poor little mortals. So worried about everything. Worried about honoring the gods. Worried about offending them. Worried about war. Worried about the future. What can we do to make you worry less?
You begin to take in more detail as the path ahead of you illuminates a little bit. And you see a man standing with his back to you. He gazes out over a beautiful valley, which is covered with wildflowers. A soft breeze blows, moving his hair, and birds are singing. I can actually turn that on. And the voice continues.
Knowledge is the greatest of all mortal burdens, don't you think? Knowledge is pain. Ignorance puts the mind at ease. Ignorance makes mortals happy.
The man turns to face you completely. His face is twisted with pain and despair. Red tears streak his face, as you can see fully as you move incredibly close, that his eyes, ears, and mouth have all been stitched shut by purple string. And I'm going to need everybody right now to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. Let me know what you get. Call it out, call it out, call it out.
A
19.
natural
19,
20.
I'm going to add my +2 to make that 21.
Okay. Very good. Very good. What else we got? Let's
Got
see.
13.
13, a 19, a 14, and okay. So for those of you who did not clear 20, I need you to pick a number between 1 and 6, and you can't copy each other.
Or
No, I did it first.
I said
I'm
it
number
though,
one.
so
I'm
No,
number
he
one.
was not- he was
I'm
not.
number one.
And Leo did put up the fingers before you finished the roll. So
Fine.
we have Ponos with 1, Leo with 4, Eliana 2, 3, 5, 6.
with 6.
Okay. Ponos. You feel in your mind an intense revulsion to falling asleep, dreaming, anything that has to do it. As you startle awake, you just find yourself absolutely like disgusted with the idea of potentially ever encountering something like that again. And you have a long-term madness.
I'll add that to the list.
I hate that.
Sorry, remind me, Eliana, what number did you pick?
6.
Okay, so we'll go for Leo. Can you roll me a D100, please?
I can. I'll just do it here. D100. 87.
87. Pick high or low.
Hi.
You startle awake and find yourself still lost in darkness. You feel at your eyes, but know that they are open, but no light is clear to you. You are blinded for long-term madness. Eliana,
Yep.
you are the third to awake as you stir from wherever you were. You scream, or you try to. You find no sound escapes your mouth. You've lost the ability to speak.
Cool.
So 2 bad and 1 good then.
You say that, but that means I can't cast spells to save your ass.
That sounds like
Yeah,
nerd
big
shit.
problem. Oh no. Oh no.
Just going to keep track of time here. But all of you are certainly awoken from this disturbing and sudden vision as you come to. But obviously see some of your comrades appear acting a bit differently.
Can someone turn on the lights? I can't see.
What do you mean you can't see? Everything's fine, Leo.
Oh, is it still midnight?
No, it's. What do you mean you can't see? Can't see?
And yeah, and then I think Leo stands up and tries to just walk towards the sound of his voice. Yeah, it's just like super dark. I'll try. Can find a torch or something.
No. Leo, it's not dark.
Oh,
It's morning.
as I hit the table. Yeah, I know you're mourning for the cool, muscly guys, but it's like really dark in here. We shouldn't have stayed in this tower.
It's not dark, Leo. I don't think you can see.
Oh no, are my eyes still there? Oh yeah, my eyes are still here. Well, I'm out of ideas.
Anyone else have a terrible dream last night and worry that it followed us awake?
Yeah. She's back.
Is everyone else okay?
Yep.
Fira?
I'm alright.
Eliana? Fira?
She's just sitting and eating like a little bit of honey and bread. I'm okay. Rough night of sleep, for sure.
Yeah, sleep sucks. Anyway, what are we doing today? What is the plan? We've got a little noise box and some buff bodies. What was the...
It's still nighttime.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was the next day.
Oh, same.
Not quite the next day yet. It's like, this is like you're waking up from a night terror kind of thing.
Yeah, that's it. I want to plan what we're doing. What's
early morning
when it gets to day?
It's like very early morning. Sun's barely hitting.
Else wake up and really want to go back to sleep, but you just can't.
Yeah, we should not. That would be fine too. There are things we need to do. We can't be sat around. We're the chosen of the gods. Remember that old parable? Don't sit around when you're the chosen of the... Anyway, so what right, what's the plan?
Well, we're heading to the Necropolis.
Perfect. Great plan. Right, should we start packing up now?
I mean, I think we need to address the fact that Leo can't see. That's not really my wheelhouse, though. That would be more Eliana. Eliana, is there anything that you can look at or do?
Coy as
What?
ever.
That's... Eliana, we can't hear you. This is going to be unpleasant. Hey, anyone have anything to write on?
Oh, yeah, of course. Kira will reach back and produce basically just a bunch of like patched scrolls or pieces of parchment.
What's the last note on it before the clear space?
Oh, there are no notes on it. This is just scrap paper. It's like news bulletins that have been flipped over or washed out or...
Hand those over. Can you not speak, Eliana?
Isha kind of quickly writes, just like, I have no voice, which means I have no magic. Which means I can't help Leo.
This is a problem.
Big problem.
Healing's not really in my wheelhouse.
Mine's limited at best.
I mean, anything can be worth a shot.
I mean, okay, I have a couple of healing words to send over to everybody. That's about it.
That might not be enough. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can heal. I just have to touch you as Leo just keeps wandering the room.
Leo, just stand still. We'll come to you.
No, I just need my glasses and everything will be fine.
You have glasses?
You don't wear... Yeah. What?
And then, yeah, like he digs through his pouch, finds the broken glasses. All right, can I see now?
Why are you asking
Wait, who
us
has
if you
a
can see?
monocle?
Well, I thought if you guys could tell me I could see, then I would definitely start seeing again. Anything? Maybe I need paper. Can you give me some of the paper? And he wanders again this direction.
Leo,
Maybe.
just stand still.
Please.
Jafera will quickly follow, grabbing a hold of, well, where am I going? Why is it doing that?
Where would you like to go? I can help.
I'm going to grab a hold of Leo's arm.
As I all of a sudden feel a touch.
It's just me. You're okay. Just
Yeah,
making
I
sure
knew
you
that.
don't run into things. Never mind. And then we'll just guide him around the room and keep walking.
Okay, well, what can you cast? Leo?
What can I cast?
You said you had
oh.
some magic.
Yeah. I can lay on hands, and I touch Jafera and heal her,
No, not.
and waste some. Oh no!
Wait. And then as it happens, I'm just gonna go, well, that
Not
was
a
nice.
lot. I'll do 5. I want to be helpful.
5 does what exactly?
I think it's just hit point recovery.
Yeah, just hit points. Oh,
Is it?
Now, if you do,
5
if you-
HP or either cure a disease or neutralize a poison.
Well, Jafera, I suppose you get 5 HP back. Though, if you all want to take a long rest, count it a long rest at this point, of course you can.
Oh, I can have a long rest now?
Unless you're gonna, yeah, might as well.
Okay. I need spells. Okay.
Can Jafera attempt to discern what's happening with them? Like if it's... I mean, Chrissy the player knows, but I'm just attempting to discern if Jafera understands.
So you had the same vision, but you can make me an Arcana or Religion check.
$18.
You know that the domain of Lutheria is both dreams, death, and madness. Oh, well, it's not officially her domain. It seems that a lot of her followers fall within there, as you could personally attest with some familial connection. Too soon? Anyway, if this is not directly influenced by Lutheria, it is likely a cause of being hit with the severe fear that kind of, it gripped at your heart a bit too, to see that disturbing image. But this is probably some effect from that dream.
She will, while holding Leo's arm and making sure he doesn't wander into anything, make sure she shares that with the group. Any chance any of you guys happen to know mages or healers?
Oh, a ton. Nearby, no.
Well, is this a circle back to get it taken care of before heading to the Necropolis type of situation?
It might be fine. I think I can still swing my sword, and as Leo goes for his weapon.
Stop him.
Nope. She's going to just gently...
Oh, okay. We won't test that out now.
Yeah,
Makes
let's
sense.
not right now. Let's do that maybe outside, not inside the house.
Yeah. When the sun
That's
rises.
an
of course.
outside game.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. We'll get there.
Cool.
We have a warrior that can't see to fight, and a healer that can't speak to cast. Is there anyone back
She's
at
gonna
the
write
city?
on there like, I can do more than just heal.
Right. I know that you can, but are you fine to keep going? I'm more worried about him.
Who? I can't see who you're pointing at. Hello?
We meant we're talking about you, Leo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. We should have just said your name.
Well, what about... Can't your little dragon help you out in that regard?
Yes. I don't have him with me. Maybe I'll go outside and go find him.
That's right. He went to the Necropolis.
Yeah. So if I run, I think I can maybe catch up to him.
Don't.
We're also not running.
I wanna
No,
see that
we
so
all need
badly.
to go together.
Mhm.
We have to pick
We
up.
should all run.
No. What?
What?
That sounds terrible. Nobody likes to run except for Leo. But
We could
also-
make it a race. It'd be fine. We could get there nice and quickly. We
We're
should
not-
leave now.
Are you also under some sort of sickness, Ponos?
Are you sure? You usually don't want to get up and move and do things.
Well, maybe seeing a bunch of slovenly, slothful people laying around in their reverse harem has made me think on my own life and how we should do lots of activities today.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
something wrong with Ponos.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with Ponos, for sure.
Because I'm being a forward-thinking, constructive, energetic member of the team.
Yes.
Look, Leo wants to go for a run. I think that's a fantastic idea. I'm contributing. I don't know what more you want.
It's very out of character. Leo always
Maybe
wants
it's
to
the
go
bad
for a
judge of
run.
character.
It's possible. You're usually a better supervisor, is all that I'm getting at.
I mean, I would watch the race and you can all run. How does that sound?
That's closer.
Perfect. I'm glad we're agreed.
Defera is going to just makeshift like a small rope attachment just to keep Leo
On a leash.
Leo has
line.
become a leash kid.
like as if you were at an amusement park and might happen to see, but not like intrusively. I don't want it to be like handcuffs, just like something that
Yeah, what's going on? I feel something.
I'm just
Just
gonna-
let him run around a little, then you can yank him back if he gets.
Just putting the bridle on. Don't worry. Just chomp down on this.
Here, bite this.
It's running too far. We put it around his shoulders so it doesn't restrict his neck.
Yeah, it needs
No, I
to
don't-
cross his chest. So
I
that
hope
if
you're
he
planning
pull-
on shooing him.
connected at the chest, so if he pulls, it pulls him sideways and he stops running.
Wait, are we playing with ropes? I'm not
no,
ready for that.
no. Oh, yeah, neither am I. I'm just trying to so that you can have some freedom to, like walk, but also we can manage where you're going a little bit.
Killed the GM.
If
We're gonna have to make him a run, like a little. We're gonna need some chicken wire and some fence posts so that he can have a nice, safe play environment.
if
Leo, I'm just gonna need you to trust me. And I'm
Okay.
gonna tie the rope, like attach it to my bag.
My safe word is banana.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
maybe petunias would be
I'm-
better. Banana might. Never mind.
Okay,
What do you mean?
petunias.
Never mind.
Okay, bananas. Does it work the same way for me, or do I have to pick a different word? Does that stop the conversation? How about we
don't
just
know.
stop this?
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna test this out, and then I run the opposite way. Is she able to stop me?
I am connected to.
Make a contested strength check. Go.
I got a 14.
You're slowed, but you do make progress, and you're getting pulled along, Defera.
Yeah, I'm gonna just tug on the rope a little bit and go, no, we don't. It's teamwork. We're doing teamwork right now.
Okay,
we work
cool.
together. Yeah.
Thank you. You're keeping me safe.
Yep, if you take off running, you drag me with you. So bananas is where we'll go with that. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Then I'll just head and he just like does another turn this direction.
Okay, and we're going. And she will attempt to quickly follow along, not be dragged.
Yeah, no, and I'll be slower this time. And then every time she yanks on me, I stop. This is a good system. Now I don't have to see.
Oh, well, we're gonna try to figure this out.
I don't see why everyone doesn't just do this. It's so convenient.
You will see Defera and all of her snakes glare at Ponos. Just like, this is like from necessity, you know? We need to necessity.
Sure, yeah, this is definitely necessary. You crack on, banana splits.
So,
well,
straight to the Necropolis then, or are we heading back? We didn't actually decide.
Right on.
We have to get Mikros at the very
We
least.
have to get
He's
Mikros.
already there.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's any other way to contact him, so.
No. Well, not that I know. Leo, is there any other way for you to contact Mikros?
He thinks about it for a second. And he's like, I kind of need to see, so no.
And Ileana needs to be able to talk to cast sending. So I think this is the only way.
All right.
Defera will pipe up. No, I can send him a message.
Awesome. All right. So you just need to tell him how he's doing to see if make sure he's has eaten enough, and then check where he's at, and then we will hopefully have enough to figure out, and then we'll start going in that direction as he points to a wall.
Okay. Yep. So 25 words. Hi. Hope you have eaten enough.
Yes. Okay. Now ask how is he doing?
How you doing? What else did you need, Leo?
Oh. Shoot, I don't remember. I thought you were keeping track of this stuff.
Okay. No, we're gonna go with where are you? We're heading to the Necropolis. Kinda worried. Leo can't see. Help. Now. Please. Sending.
Sending. I gotcha. Now, in order to respond, does it respond? Can Mikros respond mentally, or does
it's like you're speaking telepathically across the plane?
Okay. Oh, that's great then. So this is probably the first time you're going to hear Mikros' voice, other than the pseudo dragon meows. What was this? So it was, are you eating? Where are you?
We're heading to the
How are you?
Necropolis. Help now.
Are you eating well? We're heading to the Necropolis. Leo can't see. We're worried. Help now, please.
Found it. Found it. Get here. Get here now.
I'm just going to out loud say, not a helpful response. He has said...
He's just like that.
Yeah, he said he found it, and we need to get there now.
Oh, he most likely found it. Cool. Great.
Okay,
He's been talking about it this whole time. Should we head out now then?
Leo, what is it?
Ponos really wants to head out. And then, I think Leo just starts walking in another direction again.
Okay, this is great. So if I can cast a spell at will, that does not use spell slots, correct?
Yeah, if it's at will,
Okay.
I believe so. But,
Okay, so can I respond?
If you want, I guess. If you think you're gonna get more out of this conversation.
Okay, well, no, never mind.
That's up to you.
I was mostly gonna try to discern, like, where in the Necropolis are you, bud? Like, any ideas?
Don't know. Found it though. Found it. Come fast.
Didn't like that, but okay. And I will not relay any of that to anybody because it wasn't helpful.
All right, to the Necropolis then.
So, you continue your journey.
But isn't it late or?
It's early. Actually.
Early.
Very
Okay.
early.
Cool.
Very early. We'll say, like, honestly, probably, like, 4 a.m. ish, if we're putting a time on it. So, you continue up the road towards the Necropolis, putting you back on the Heartlands map for a second. And you're once again hit with the absolute silence of the area as you approach. As a reminder, there is no bird calls. There are no skittering of small creatures around you. The land itself is holding its breath. And you can have to keep pushing on. At first, your journey along this route is, as expected, uneventful. And the road to the Necropolis at this point is well maintained, but little traveled. As you begin making a little bit of elevation, you encounter the scene that is almost beyond comprehension. Dozens of massive stone arms reach out from the ground, dwarfing nearly everything around you for a mile, even the mountain itself. The arms are motionless and seemingly have no purpose. The alien sight invites unnerving questions. What are the arms for? Who created them? Are they alive? So there's not just one arm, not two, but a whole bunch.
Is this what it's usually like around here?
No idea. I get what they mean by dead silent at this point, though.
Is unnerving, to say the least.
I
It's
have
not
a
fun,
feeling I know as a player what I know as a character.
You are of a religious scholarly bent, so I'll allow you an Arcana check.
Oh,
This is
that you
not
can
something.
Tell us about
not
what
to
you learned.
religion.
Sorry, religion. Sorry. Oh my goodness, my mind left me for a moment.
A 16.
You actually can't speak with 100% certainty,
I can't speak at all.
or at all. But you do recall stories and warnings, mostly in those stories, of the original, one of the two original titans of this land in the old lore. The kind of lore that not even Lutheria and Sidon like to propagate. Of Kentamane the Hundred-Handed, the guardian of this place, not of one location in Thylea, but all of Thylea itself. For Thylea is the mother goddess, the mother titan. And Kentamane, like a jealous lover, does his best to keep all others out. These hands seem to be an extension of his will, if nothing else. Or perhaps he slumbers deep down below.
Kira, should we be concerned by this?
She'll look up. The stories don't really talk much about hands on the road here, but if they're here and not moving, I think we're fine.
And if they start moving?
Let's not talk about that.
Not so.
Wonderful.
I mean, I've seen hands like these in drawings, at least. They're a whole different thing up close. Real damn big.
Hopefully they stay not moving. Let's hurry through everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And the arms make no moves against you. They simply dwarf you with their size. You don't even recognize a beginning of an elbow amongst this crop here. They stand unmoving in whatever wind blows through here. And you move past. And up with a path, upward into the Mithril Mountains. And what is clearly marked now, you can see, is the path of the dead. Because it is the only way to reach the Necropolis of Tillamook. It is utterly quiet. No bird calls, no insects, no animal life, as I mentioned before. But even up at this height, the sound of moving air is completely absent. It grows colder as the path continues to gain height, and a light covering of snow, in fact, begins to coat areas. It's narrow. The path ahead of you is narrow and treacherous, forcing you into a singular line march. Just past the edge, the ground falls away for hundreds of feet. You find yourself along one mountaintop.
Hey, am I still blind?
Yes.
Okay. Just wondering.
You are. I imagine you have one person in front of you, one person behind, essentially like guiding you very
Yeah.
carefully, like hand on shoulder, Macarena, like conga line.
I just picture Leo looking around like a tourist as though he can see, even though he can't.
It's just so quiet, it's very scenic.
And then your like foot will like skid off and you'll hear a rock like trickle down forever, it seems.
And I think that's when everyone's like, all right, let's put them right next to us and like tie them real close.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I will shorten your leash at that point.
So this silence as you ascend is broken by but one thing. A song. A song so beautiful it makes your heart ache. And
roll a wisdom save.
I need everybody to make me an initiative check. We'll do this all theater of the mind.
Oh boy.
As you hear the telltale song of a heartbeat, 3 heartbeats actually, that make themselves very apparent to you all on the other side of this valley. It's a mountain somewhat close to you all, but there's a big drop in between here and there, and as soon as all your initiatives are in, I'm going to I'll add your initiatives. Apologies. I'll just write it down. It's no problem. All right, what do we got? Sarah's got 11. Threnos has 17. Then Leo with 14.
13.
13. I can't read, apparently.
Almost with the -1.
Almost -2.
So between
Who's the
Calliope
blind
and
one?
Leo, who has the... Between Calliope and Leo, who's the higher dex?
That'd be Calliope.
Okay. All right, good to
So
know.
that's
Good
4.
To know. Okay. Then Eliana's got that 4. Good. And Ponos with a -1.95. Cool. All right.
Leo has trouble finding his helmet.
I imagine Jafera heavily sighs and rolls her eyes just enough and puts the helm on Leo as she watches him struggle.
I need you all to make a wisdom save, though.
Oh no.
What?
Against what specifically?
A luring song.
Is it a charm?
Oh no.
Yes, it is a charm.
Oh, goody for
Not
me.
like this. Not a heartbeat. Not a 5.
2 nat ones.
God damn it.
12.
Jafera has a 10 total because I had a +2 from chat. Thank you for that.
Indeed.
God, I can't remember what it was last time.
I got a 23.
-2.
So
Oh, wait, hold on. Who's with the lead with Leo?
yes, decide this now.
Because his
right
aura matters.
Oh, that's right. He's got an aura.
I've been tied to him.
now. Leo, what does your aura do? Could you please let us know?
I have an aura?
As a paladin, you sure do.
I'm sorry. It should be under features. I bet you that's why I didn't see it.
You give your charisma modifier to everyone within 10 feet of you. Bonus to saves.
And your charisma modifier is
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's level 6.
Okay.
Is
Because
it?
I was like,
Fuck,
I
thought that was his level 3 thing. That's my B.
5. All
No,
right,
no.
never mind then. No auras for
Whoops.
anybody. Who is in front
Ah.
of Leo, helping guide him through this treacherous path? Because we have Defera behind him because he was able to put the helmet on, but who is in front? Tell me now before I signal what the DC is.
I'll be
It's
front.
gonna be Ponos. It can be Ponos.
It can be photo.
It can be both.
Ponos was pretty eager.
Sure.
Ponos leading the way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, sure.
That's
Yep.
fair.
Yep.
I
Ponos
Can't
am
is
go
eager.
wrong.
the leader.
Okay. So, Defera, Ponos, Calliope, you are all charmed. And want to move as close to the harpies as possible. So, with that in mind, Threnos, it's your turn first.
Can I see the harpies? Are they?
Yes, they're
Revealing
right across.
themselves.
They're like literally in a nest across the way.
They're all sharing the same nest.
Yes, I assume they're all very close together.
Okay, then I am going to pull out one of my scrolls of fireball,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and send that way.
Okay, I'm gonna roll some dexterity saves, I suppose. I got a 4, a 4, and a 5.
DC's 15 on this third level fireball off a scroll.
I could have had advantage. It was like 4, 6, 4, 10, 4, 4, or 5, 4. Sorry. Okay. Yes. Please roll damage on that fireball.
Double checking fireball level tray S8d6. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a fistful of digital dice. 28.
20. And it absolutely scorches. I will give you an extra D10 because they have a whole bunch of dry nest around them.
I will take it and I will roll a 4. And
Okay.
Thranos will pull the scroll out from his pouch, open it up, start reading the words off it, finishing the spell. There's this detonation on the far side as the scroll just fades into ash in his hands. I am really starting to hate those things.
Okay. They continue singing.
Question.
Yes.
So, casting a spell off a scroll is a standard action, correct?
That I believe is correct.
Does it count as casting a spell, or if I quicken a spell, am I still restricted to a cantrip?
Choni, help me out here. I believe casting a spell is through a scroll is the same.
It's for the purposes of spell casting, using an item is still considered casting a spell.
Okay, that's what I wanted to check if it was casting
All
a
good.
spell. So I am not going to quicken and do anything else then. I'll be good. I'll walk over. Can I tell that any of them failed that save by any chance?
Oh, if someone is charmed, they 100% will they're focused.
Then I will quickly move over to the closest of them and grab a hold.
I imagine you might be close to Calliope in marching order.
Yeah, and also it's still not like the same like look of like anger and disgust at these right now. Like you said, like I'm starting to get tired of these things, and there was no comment, which you know there would be at this point.
Thranos will run over to Calliope, wrap arms around her waist, and go, Calliope, Calliope, back to us, back to us. That's it. All done.
Okay, which brings us to the next turn, which is in fact Calliope.
Oh, well, cool.
So you want to move closer to those harpies, but you are grappled right now.
Correct.
So you're gonna want to break that if you could, please.
Yeah. All right. What are you talking about? She's gonna. Is it athletics or? Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
If you could please contest, Thranos.
Can I contest with acrobatics by trying to twist my arms into, like, wrap them into, I don't know.
If you want to try and like backpack yourself, you'd have to roll with disadvantage to actually stop progress, but you could continue to saddle yourself along for the ride, I'd say.
Okay, I don't think either of us can fly right now, so I'll just roll the athletics.
Think happy thoughts.
How about natural 20 thoughts?
-2, but hey,
The
it's
digital
still fun.
dice
It's
love
work.
me tonight.
How were you in front of or behind Calliope in marching order?
Behind. I picture myself grabbing her around her waist from behind.
Okay, so grabbing that, Calliope, you try to make movement, but you just get lifted up just enough that your push is like you get no ground to actually make progress off of, and your momentum kind of just lurches, and then you throw yourself effectively into like the side, unlike to the mountain side of this path, and just kind of like plant yourself there.
Can I try to remake the save?
No,
Not
stay.
the athletics, the wisdom. Is that how that works?
At the end of each of its turns, yes.
Oh, its turns. Okay. Well.
Oh, and a creature can also repeat the same through. Yeah, you can repeat the same.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the harpy's turn.
No.
Just the way that you said that.
Anytime
Okay.
the harpies damage you, or at the end of your turns.
Okay. Cool. I'll try this again. Great.
5?
Same roll.
Oh, you're so close. I
No.
promise.
What do you mean?
I'm lying to you.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well,
but-
all right. Here we are.
But you continue to kind of like you're not like struggling, but you do
Mm-hmm.
kind of try to pull away, and you get backed into the mountain wall. Brings us to Leo.
Awesome.
You don't know where you're going,
No.
but it seems like the two people that are guiding you have kind of like loosened their grip on you, and you hear a massive fireball go off to your right side.
Okay.
And you've been, I assume at this point you've told him there's a big gap to his right, and we're going to be careful. Like someone would have explained this to Leo, right?
Yeah, essentially, Defera has been acting as like a proverbial seeing eye human. Like she is assisting him and being like, don't step there, don't stop it, don't put that in your mouth.
See,
Like,
I do so.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Like she's trying to be as helpful as possible until we can get this figured
Don't
out.
put
So
that in your mouth.
Okay.
What?
I don't know. Bananas or whatever.
Okay, so you're aware there is a gap to your
Yes.
right,
Right.
but both the person you are gripping in front of you for guidance and the person behind you are no longer doing so. They seem to have turned and stopped.
You are still connected to me with a rope.
Am I gonna get 3 for the price of 1?
Oof. Well, yeah. No, I hear where the sound's coming from, and then I heard a fireball. Let's see. Would you allow me to roll maybe a perception with disadvantage to find what direction that was?
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, disadvantage. Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's a natural 1.
You have no idea.
All right. I guess I head in that direction.
Roll me well, no. I'll roll a d6 for you. Yeah. You're gonna try and take a long walk off a short cliff, but no, rather, yeah. There's a lot of safeguards for people who are affected by the charm, not for people who aren't. So you're gonna try and pull away. I will give, of course, as he's pulling on the rope, Defera, you are connected and can resist the pull.
Yeah, she would because she wants to go where the song is. not where he's going.
And he's kind of leading you he's kind of leading you off the side still, but like in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I probably would not.
So I'm gonna need those opposed athletics checks again.
Would we have tied Ponos to me too?
No.
Am I hearing a 3-for-1 deal? I
survive.
think you were conga lining on Ponos.
Stop shooting yourself in the fucking foot.
It's great.
19. Can I get an athletics check from Leo?
Yeah.
Come on, natural one.
Now, I don't suppose their song's a concentration check or anything, would it be?
It's actually not.
Oh no, it's a lot like our enthrall. I'm
I was
pretty
just
sure.
checking.
No.
Wait. If I remember correctly, you might have a +2, Chrissy. But did you use your +2? Oh no, you used your +2
You did.
to not get enthralled.
Someone throw a +2 at Chrissy
how-
right
Or
now.
-2 for
With how close this is, I'll say you're able to dig in your sandals enough that you can like stop. He's holding over the edge effectively, but your weight is gonna go. So if you try to jump this gap, you're gonna do so at disadvantage. Which, Leo, if you're doing anything else, is you feel your weight shift and you nearly fall over.
I know. I think that's when I realized, oops, she said not to go right instead of going right. And I got myself turned around. And I think that's when I'm like, oh, I think I am just going to wait until someone saves me, like the past couple of hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Defera. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to walk towards the song.
You get a wisdom saving throw. Right here, right now, as you approach the edge.
That's a 12 because I got a -2 in chat. So
No,
thanks.
that
Mr.
wasn't
Roberts.
real. That's not a real one. That was a forged -2. It's a forgery. A fake.
You get
Okay.
you get to the
Good
edge
enough. Okay.
and realize, and you just have this moment of like, what the fuck am I doing? As your mind returns to you, and you realize you're being pulled even more heavily by Leo, who's kind of just dangling off the side of a cliff right now.
Oh my god. Not again.
As he's still, I imagine, Leo, you probably still have like a foot or so on the cliff side, like the path, but your body weight is basically fully over as you've kind of lost a little bit of control, and pulling yourself back up at this point will require aid. So that was your move action effectively used, as putting yourself in potential danger will trigger a save. So what would you like to do for the rest of your turn?
She's going to toll the dead at any of the harpies. And
Sure.
while she's doing that, she's going to yell back at Leo, "Stop it, you're pulling me off the cliff. Step backwards."
Why didn't you say that in the first place?
I didn't know. I was charmed. Don't get sassy right now. We're fighting
Well,
things.
I know you're charming, but what
Wisdom
does that got to
save?
do with anything?
Wisdom save, yes. 14's a DC.
Okay, they got themselves an 11. So how much is that?
1d8, but if it's missing any of its hit points, it takes a d12 instead.
It's going to be a D12.
2d12
might-
because we're level 5.
Better
11.
check Tony real quick. Just a second.
Oh?
We're level 5. She can
I know, that's
upgrade the
right, it's
cantrip. I
upgrade.
got it right this
So
time.
you only rolled the 1D12, and that's still just perfectly enough as you send the Dolores sound travels through the mind of this harpy, and you watch as its body kind of just falls loose, and one of the songs stops.
I will use the rest of my free seconds to tell Leo, giant cliff, please don't run off of it, you're tied to me. Also, they're this direction. And I will physically turn his body the direction and say, if you're gonna swing that way, but give me 2 seconds to get out of the way, and then I will crouch down.
Eliana.
There's pretty much nothing I can do because it sounds like I'm at the ass end of this whole trail and I can't reach anybody because this is a one person in a line kind of thing.
It'd be very tight. Yes.
So the only thing I can do is wonder if a harpy's going to come, and if it do, I stab it in the face, and that's it.
If only someone had a quiver full of spears they could chuck.
I'm not losing my spears.
You have like 9.
I have 4.
That's
4 fancy ones, nonetheless.
they're
One
all
of them is
special.
magical and mithril. One's adamantine, one's silvered, and one's normal. I am not
throw the
losing
normal one.
these. You fuck.
Okay, toss
So
it.
you're gonna ready in action to. Okay, you're ready in action in case any get close. You're the back line, I assume, behind Threnos, and now and Calliope. Now they're kind of merged into a singular unit.
Yep.
It is the Harpies go, and you will see the two of them fly in quickly to try and swat at. One of them will fly and try and get at Threnos. The other is going to try and attack Leo. More specifically, the rope that Leo and Defera have connected between the two of them. So, we're going to start with the less interesting and problematic one, as it's going to swoop in towards Threnos. So, Eliana, you could get a shot on it.
Stab the thing that's trying to kill me at least.
You can't speak, but you can't see it.
Now, if you're gonna be like that,
You readied the action. It's been triggered.
Can you do it in an uninteresting and unproblematic way?
Maybe. Nope.
And 11 is exactly what you need. So roll some damage, but yeah, that's exactly. So it swoops in and you stab it right out of the air like spearfishing as it pulls back off your spear just with enough strength to collapse and go into the valley deep, deep, deep. You don't hear a crash as it will attack the rope between the two of you. Does anyone know off the top of their heads, how much HP or AC or rope has?
10 AC, and I think it has like 1 to 5 HP.
2 hit points.
So the first attack, as it swoops in, it goes a little too far and doesn't quite catch the rope. But the second claw swoops, grabs, and you just watch as the rope severs. Leo, I need you to make me a strength check
Banana.
with a -2 for
14.
that is. You fall. You feel the weightlessness take you, and you throw your arms back to where your feet were, and you miss. But find shortly after grip on a strong bit of rock outcropping, and you find yourself hanging barely on by a thread as the harpy flies away from the rest of you. So that would trigger an opportunity attack from Defera. Jafera only, as Ponos is charmed.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I will toll the dead again to that little son of a bastard.
Can you cast spells as a reaction?
Oh, is it a reaction?
It
It's
would
a
be a
cantrip.
You might need.
Yeah, I can't. Can I hellish rebuke that? Just kidding.
If only.
If only.
Hit it with your stick.
Exactly. It's just gonna be a whack with the quarterstaff.
Yeah. I'm
Whack.
trying to click through to that part. I will just hit
They're
it
in-
with the
They're in
quarterstaff.
terrible shape.
They are in really bad shape.
Yeah.
Another natural one.
That's not a good number.
You
Yeah.
thwack out with your staff, and it loosens out of your hands as it begins to fall down. But Leo, in your spazzing, you can't grab it accidentally, as it occupies your other handhold now, as you really don't have anything else except the rock and this thing you just grabbed.
Hey, I found a stick. But I really do need help. Someone, please, anyone.
If
Ponos,
we'll get there.
you're up.
Bam. Action dash towards the nearest harpy.
Yes. Make me another wisdom save.
I mean, sure.
You get to the edge again and find yourself like stopping with the natural 20, and just, what were you about to do?
17.
A nat 17.
Classic nat 17.
But yeah, you were broken of the charm, and you just see one final harpy floating in the air.
Good. Well, I've used my action, so I guess that's me. I'll just.
Oh no, that was your move. You're good.
In that case, I'll take the dodge action.
All right, works for me. Oh. And at the end of that is back to Threnos.
Threnos will extend his wings and say, "Is somebody able to help Leo? I don't think I could lift him if I had to. I'll take care of her." And I will make a feather appear over her head. It will pierce into her forehead. I need an intelligence save from the harpy, please.
Well, harpies, famously very smart, got a 2.
2 is way too little. 11 psychic damage.
And the feather drops and collides, and you just watch the kind of momentary shiver and spasm of muscles as then they go loose, and the harpy again plunges into the mists below.
Calliope, are you okay?
All of you regain your minds, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry. Let go.
No,
And take a
it's-
step back. Apologies. You harpies.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I look. Oh my God, Leo's off the cliff. It's good. Because
Don't
she
mind
looks
me.
to the cliff. It's like I was about to fall. Oh my God, that's gonna try to help. I'm certainly not strong enough, but I can try.
Jafera will go over there, but we'll call to either Ponos or Eliana. Hey guys, just maybe hold my ankles, or maybe you can give an aid with the question mark at the end of that.
Just be careful with my right arm. It's either a snake or a axe.
Those are the only 2 things it could be.
It's pretty light. I'm very good with axes.
At the very least, he's not going to fall because I can cast a spell to make him not do that.
I can cast this spell too.
Eliana's gonna try to shuffle her way through, because again, this is a narrow walkway for one person each, so it's like having to sidestep. And she's going to attempt to lift Leo up.
I will assist if it is helpful.
If the group is assisting and you have safety implements in place, I will allow you to simply...
Who needs safety implements? We're fine.
Safety implements being
Imagine.
other people holding you. Between
That didn't help us last time.
if it's a group effort, you can
Mhm.
lift Leo up easily enough. Well, not so easily, but
I don't know.
Can I
I'm
see
pretty
where my
fucking
quarterstaff
beefy.
is?
Hmm?
Can I see where my quarterstaff is?
it's in Leo's hands. He's holding it up.
Oh, he's holding it.
That's
Oh,
the
okay.
thing,
Just
it's a
kidding. I
snake
thought
or
he
an axe.
couldn't grab it.
He's got a hand on the rim here, and the other hand waving around with your quarterstaff.
But yeah, I think as Eliana like helps me get it up, I think I give her a hug and then I say, "Thank you, Defer. I knew you could do it. Your silence means everything to me."
Pat.
Jafar's just going to quietly snake the quarterstaff out of his hand and not acknowledge that as Eliana is like trapped in the hug.
Oh, fuck you. I'm gonna be beggars. You're not helping.
And she will go back to attempting to help Leo navigate through with like, don't step there, watch that. Like that is what she is essentially trying to do with Leo.
Should we tie everyone to a rope and then no one will fall? Do you think that's a good idea?
No. So
No?
lesson learned on the rope, maybe. Because if you go,
Okay.
I go, and that's bad.
Well, you should have
vice
told me where to
versa.
go.
I was a little preoccupied.
But yes, I'll promise I will not fall off the cliff again today. Maybe.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Continuing on. You work your way further up this mountain trail. You watch as the fog about you gets thicker and thicker and thicker off the sides until you basically crest over one part of the mountain and begin working your way down, only briefly. As before all of you, the ancient necropolis stands, awe-inspiring in both size and splendor. Although ice and snow obscure the details, its magnificent pillars and statues surround a massive stone structure. Between you and the necropolis is a vast canyon. You're going from one, it's literally built into the side of another mountain. It's spanned by only 3 stone bridges, 2 of which very easily appear in several areas rather to be broken, smashed, dilapidated, and broken, fallen apart. Although the bottom of the canyon is cloaked in mist, you see a number of bones scattered amidst the rocks that you can see below. And that silence continues. No songs break it, only the crunching of snow, of fresh snow underfoot. And that is where we're going to take our first break for the evening. As I'm going to switch us over to the Necropolis.
Oh my god. Oh, it's so spooky.
And we will all be right back, everybody. You can all find yourselves in the bottom right corner. And we're going to do a quick break. So, quick, get up, stretch your legs, do all the important things you need to do. We'll be right back after doing the same. And we very much look forward to catching up with you in a few short minutes. So, HP, if you please take us to intermission. Welcome back, everybody, to Oathsworn, an Odyssey of the Dragonlords campaign. Our heroes last left off as they were crossing the bridge. and taking in the beauty of the scene before you. All of you, in fact, can do that. As you make your way across the bridge, the light returns to Leo's eyes. The fear retreats from Ponus' heart. And the biting commentary, I suppose, returns to Eliana.
The edge returns to her tongue.
Defer, I can see again.
That's
I didn't catch that one.
Oh, I can see again.
Oh, okay.
I think
She's gonna just wave her hand in front of your face anyways.
Are you sure you can see?
Think fast.
Yes.
Just like go like this.
Throw something at Leo.
Well, not like this. Just like put the hand out. Just like right. Just
Yeah, no, and I think he flinches at the appropriate level.
Okay, he's fine.
Oof, it was a very interesting experience, and I think I have heightened my hearing, but I don't want to do that again. And I think I turn to Defer and just say banana as I begin to untie the rope.
She will just, you will see kind of like blushing come to her cheek, and she will just like close her eyes and look away and just nod uncomfortably. Like,
Yeah, and then just Leo has the very confused face as he's like, boom. And then he's free and dashes away.
No, Leo, stay close.
Wait.
I can run now.
Please don't. There's a big drop off here.
Actually, as you're all looking down after him, you all can make me a survival check through the snow, as some of it seems lightly disturbed.
Ooh,
I lost my character sheet.
look at
20.
these rolls. Where were these rolls before?
Where were these rolls
18.
before?
D&D Beyond's dice love me tonight.
So, each of you are able to pick out what appear to be bovine hoofprints working their way back and from in the snow. Some older, some fresher. Eliana, Leo, and Calliope, you're able to identify the slight reddening of old blood marks beneath some layers of snow as well. Clearing some top away, you can see like a drag pattern.
Yeah, with my roll, can I tell if whatever made these tracks are quadrupedal or bipedal?
With your roll, you can say without a shadow of a doubt, this is a bipedal bull.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of those strange bipedal bulls.
All right, cool.
But put the book away just to bring it back. A bit silly, I know, but are you all continuing on?
Yes.
Okay. Continue to move yourselves forward to the end of the bridge, please. As you all approach, you see a lone skeletal figure. I'll hold right where you are, Threnos and Leo. A lone skeletal figure stands at the center of this bridge. A tattered cloak covers the figure's thin frame and obscures its face. Golden runes are traced along the helm of the cloak. As you draw closer, you get a better look at the mask and its skeletal hand. The mask presented.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
The mask.
It was very dramatic. You may never know.
The dramatic pause.
Somebody stopped him.
So,
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Once it's
Hey,
back.
there he is.
There
Yeah.
we go.
it was.
Hey.
I could hear everything, so I heard all your shit talking.
No, we were worried.
that was like low grade shit talk. That wasn't even I wouldn't even call that poopy talking.
The mask reminds you.
No.
God damn it! Every day says mask.
It's the word mask. It's
He
the
was
word mask.
suspenseful.
Don't say
Use
mask.
a different word. Yeah,
use a
use a
different
It is
word.
the most stressful moment. Like,
For no reason. It's probably like nothing.
Reminds me of the last time you said mask.
Can't.
Okay.
It's on the tip of my tongue. That's some aggressive stuttering, boss. You want me to intermission?
Hold on. Hold on a minute.
I just mostly really appreciate Tony right now. Thank you for just silently munching popcorn while all the chaos is
It's
happening.
very good.
It's like a literal mime.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
How am I now?
What
I don't
learned in
know.
Boating school is
Say mask and we'll find out.
Mask.
They did it
Okay,
again!
okay.
No, he froze.
We're
No.
good now.
I
Froze.
purposely
He
froze.
froze.
Listen, I
Okay.
thought we were gonna have another moment. I rolled a 2 and then disconnecting.
Let me spin for my. I got 3.
Alright.
So it means we're good. Okay. But the mask reminds you of someone you met long ago. Sorry, HP gave very concerned eyes. But that's impossible. They were younger. They were alive in the memory you all went into. Does anyone remember the young spellcaster who walked alongside you in the statue?
To the notes.
wait, where?
In the memory, the spellcaster that was against what's his name? Right? That guy? Or a different guy?
Estor was the bad guy. I thought I wrote it down.
I have it.
Kevin or something.
Well, I don't think it was Kevin.
Oh, Damien? Damon?
Damon holds out a hand. What is your purpose here?
We're on a quest from the Oracle. A labor to complete.
You are the new chosen, then. I will still require payment to enter. And he holds his hand out, not to the group in general, but right towards Eliana. You can make me a history check to try and flash recall anything in particular you've been given.
The only thing I can think of is the pennant of my grandmother. But I'd rather history check it. I'm not fucking sure. I'll make that a 15 with my +2 from Dev.
You recall in the mines as you drank that health potion from the ever helpful monk Proteus. There was a coin attached to it, burnished with the symbols of the Order of the Dragonlords.
Oh shit, that's right.
Payment to enter the land of the dead is for a body, usually 2 bronze or 2 copper rather, at least. But He holds out a hand expectantly.
I'll take a moment to kind of dig through my bag, because I didn't just put that with the other coins that I got. And I'll eventually find it, and just kind of hold it up like, is it this?
He makes no inclination, merely holding out the hand.
I'll look to Leo.
He looks at you.
Thank you.
He waves a little bit.
Hey. I guess I'll just kind of take the short stride up to the skeleton and just place it in his hand.
His skeletal hand grips around the coin, and there seems to be more than simply a skeleton here. Bits of flesh still cling to themselves, and the arcane energy lights itself as you get closer behind his eyes. He moves and kind of puts the coin behind into a pocket below his robe, or behind his cape, and steps aside slightly. You may enter. You may attend to your quest, but take nothing the dead do not give.
So we know this is Damon, right?
You would all recognize Damon, yes. Some of you would even remember that you have to go speak to some old fella out here.
I recognize you from a vision.
What?
Long ago.
I have lived for a long time. Hopefully, it was of better days.
It was the destruction of the Gigans. Or at least one of them.
The beginning of Estor's madness, then, where Akarania tried to stop him.
Yes.
The mercenaries. You lived through their eyes then. I thought them strange, but useful.
Oh. Hopefully will be useful as well.
That is the hope of all who are rested here. That those who followed would be better. A promise not so easily kept.
What is it that you think would make this land better, Damon?
Peace. True peace. Not merely a promise of delayed action. The Titans will never allow peace.
So we really do have to get rid of the Titans then.
Only then will a threat forever be removed.
And what about your peace?
I surrendered my peace to ensure the peace of others. It was all I could do after bearing the oath back to Mitras.
If we're successful, will you finally get to have that back?
No. I have given it up. I am here now, I protect those I loved in life. It is my purpose now.
And I suppose we shall focus on our purpose.
Indeed. And he'll nod. But you'll see his eyes both. He'll look directly towards Ponos and then also to Leo. But he has stepped aside, so you're capable of moving past him.
I think Leo kind of hesitates.
You knew Damon as the older man that,
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Last time we saw him, like that, we remember we were in a different body. But I think Leo asks, "Do I look familiar?" Like hesitant,
I know all who once passed through the halls. A plate was prepared for you, but left empty. When you pass, it will be here again. We looked for you. It seems that I have found you at last.
I think Leo just kind of gets a little water in the eyes, but just keeps his mouth and someday I'll need it.
May it be far. And he's not stopping anybody, but Ponos, he will move up towards you after speaking briefly with Leo. You are afflicted.
Don't know what you mean. I'm going this way.
No. I see the curse. Can feel its rhythms in your blood and bone itself. An old thing, not of your own doing. What plagued upon you?
Well, the sooner we get these labors over with, the better. And then...
It is but a first step. I would undo it for you, had I the power. But this curse... He'll move closer, almost uncomfortably closer. You can see his mouth is like that, is like that skeletal, think like the mummy, where muscle is barely there, yet it moves of its own. This curse is of the Titans, Thylea and Sidon. Only their powers may undo it, yet there may be others who know of a way. Seek the Lotus Witch. Scorpion Island. Then you may know peace.
For the first time in a long time, it's quiet.
Guide your way. And he reaches up to his cloak where he grasps at one of the runes and a small gem seems to almost pull itself out of the immaterium, and he hands it over to you. There is pain where you must walk. Hopefully, this will alleviate some of it.
I'll try and move past him as quickly as possible.
And he allows you to just scoot around him, but as you do you hold the gem?
Yeah, sure.
You get an immediate sense that there is a power in it. It's not merely a bauble. And you get a faint streak of light. It's a gem of brightness. So, y'all have the Necropolis to yourselves. You bought your tickets in. Essentially, anywhere you see the 4 pillars is a is the entrance to a tomb.
Oh, I see. These.
You see,
Yeah, at first I was not like,
Yeah, I
oh
didn't
look,
see
there's
them
a whole
first.
fucking plethora
I was
of pillars right
looking
there
over
in the
here.
middle.
No, the ones that are in like
there are
lines.
12 tomb entrances carved into the cliffs, each marked by 4 stone columns. To the north is the great white marble mausoleum, the size of a small palace. Close to the mausoleum's entrance is the 13th tomb, much grander than the others, standing alone in a rocky outcropping away from the cliffs. You see many bodies lying upon the icy paths that wind around the ruins. Some are desiccated, half-frozen corpses of what you can easily identify as would-be grave robbers, while others are statues of various sizes and styles. Their frozen eyes seem to be watching you. So, the most immediate tomb that's close to you and within eyeshot is, hopefully I'll ping this one here. Each tomb is built into a cliff about, 15 feet high. 4 marble pillars set into the front, of course, all sealed with what appears to be chiseled marble slabs, 5 feet wide, 5 feet tall. All the pillars are entwined with dragon motifs, like a continual spiral of dragons around them. Please move yourselves about. Tell me where you're looking.
I suppose we should be systematic about this.
Yep. If I was a small pseudo dragon looking for eggs, where would I be?
Before leaving Damon, because I'm sure this isn't destroying your larynx at all.
Oof.
There's nothing we can do, even in the end, to just put you to rest at some point.
I would welcome rest, were I assured there was safety for these souls. I tend the graves. I let them sleep. For I was there to watch too many of them die. My rest may come someday, but I would not wish it to come too soon. Do not think my place a curse. It is something I have willingly done to myself.
All right. Just everyone deserves to have that final rest. And she'll kind of walk along.
I agree.
Theranos will kind of look over his shoulder toward the figure at the bridge and shudder briefly. Leo, do you have any idea where Mikros went?
Would the spell find familiar help me, like point me in the direction or anything?
Literally says find for them.
Yeah,
Well, no,
find
it's
it for us.
Well,
You can ask Damon, like, hey, was there a small blue dragon cat that came on in here? I'm assuming he's blue just from the artwork we've had.
Yes, no, yeah.
so-
mhm.
Yeah, I think I walk back. It's like, did you by chance see a little little tiny dragon? Come on.
There was movement here before, yes. I did not watch where it went. It was too small to be of notice. I apologize if this was a friend.
No, it's okay. Thank you, though.
Of course, Leo.
I guess we can try casting Ascending and seeing if he'll tell us.
Just call out for him. You're loud enough.
You might also alert whatever else is here.
It's fine.
Oh. I don't like how menacing
We're here to
that
wake
sounded.
up the dead anyway, so
I can yell if we need to.
DeFero will just stick up. No yelling. Yelling's not necessary. And she will send a message to our dragon friend. And it will say, we're here in the Necropolis. What are you by? I need some landmarks.
Can you also tell him I say hey?
Leo says, hey.
Dead man. Dead thing and egg. Found the egg.
He's by a dead thing and he found an egg.
Sweet. And then Leo heads to this second tomb.
That's not a tomb.
He heads in this direction.
My friend, you've walked right into a wall.
I think Theranos is right. We do this a little
Let's
systematically.
just go
There's-
one at a
No.
time.
One at a time.
We'll find him.
So
But I'm going to put some money. He's probably in the mausoleum.
you see on this front, one, an inscription that reads, "Death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within." Secondly, an inscription that reads, "Tillamook Archelander, Oathsworn of Tysophael." Leo would know this is another one of the big five. Brother of Esther Archelander.
Yeah, and I think I let the group know.
So they count as one of the first then.
Yes.
It's difficult to say. Kira will speak up from behind. Tillamook was certainly one of the first riders, yes. One of the first Dragonlords, but well, I mean, compared to Esther, he wasn't nearly as cruel, but he was no better. I suppose he might be... I don't know. Sorry.
So he might be a first. We don't know if he's the first. Wouldn't that be Esther himself?
Esther Maybe. The prophecy wasn't clear. The door looks heavy. I don't know. Just be careful.
Should we?
Do we?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do we want to check out all of the inscriptions first? Maybe see what they all say before we just go into ones that might not. Not that they don't matter, but if they're ones that we could avoid.
I agree. Looking at the names would be helpful, and also maybe one that would be more accessible for a little pseudo dragon to go through. Because I'm not really sure how Mikros would get through here if the door looks like that heavy.
It appears to be a 5 foot high, 5 foot wide, 5 foot thick, kind of circular, perfectly carved circular stone slab. There's possibilities that a Mikros could have slithered in somehow, but
Probably
very-
slipped into the mausoleum. If anywhere.
Well, we also had something else to do here. Not that Mikros is not important. He is. And she will like glance at Leo as saying as she's saying that, like, no, he's still important. But we have like other things to do as well. So, there's that to think about.
You were supposed to reclaim the weapons, right?
But we can't take anything unless it's given.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we may as well just ask. I mean, the worst they can say is no.
No, the worst they can do is
So
kill
go
us.
to each tomb.
I said say, not do.
Oh, sorry.
Do you think they would just rise from the slumber just to attack? This one says just don't desecrate it.
The first step to desecration is opening a closed door that's supposed to stay closed. I think Calliope's right. Why don't we check the doors and circle back? And you could be right as well. The mausoleum would be a likely place for Mikros to have wandered.
let me know where you're going. You can arrange yourselves. You can spread out. Do as you like.
How do we get to this upper cliff?
So there is a you can kind of see those areas are marked with like a lightly dashed lines. That's just a natural elevation.
So,
So the only other way you have to go all the way up to the mausoleum and go all the way back for
Yeah, no, you gotta
like
hop
one of
up
those
the-
annoying games where they don't have a jump mechanic, so you just
Mhm.
have to do the trails.
No, you could walk your way up the hill and get to these up
You
here.
can see the key right here.
Yeah, but you have to go all the way.
It's making that annoying like sound that objectives make.
Or that ting of a shiny
Oh,
object.
Gosh, yeah.
So, two groups of 3. Go to each one.
sure.
Sure.
Going where?
I think Leo's heading up here.
All right. Heading up to the next tomb. Mausoleum, rather. So we have 2 for Mountain Trail. All right, I'll help you with.
I'll go.
So the other 3, are you heading towards the larger necropolis?
I'll look down from up above. We'll meet you in the middle.
All right, and then I'll just kind of start making headway towards like the more middle mounded one before the mausoleum.
Sure. So we'll start with the group down here, of course. It's a similar looking tomb, the same notes across it. Additionally, death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within. Seems to be a constant theme. This one, however, reads Adonis Nordagon, Oathsworn of Rasputin, most beautiful of the Dragonlords. If only his sword had shined like his eyes. Similarly, a 5 foot by 5 foot by 5 inch stone is wheeled in front of it.
I wonder if he
Just
thought
moving
that
on?
much of himself.
That's not really it. Kira will. Well, no, she'll accompany the group. But Leo, you'd remember the gossip about Adonis. One of the original Dragonlords, of course, and wasn't particularly well liked. Kind of had his own clique, and by clique I mean horde of followers and sycophants. Very popular. But all three of you will, of course, recall that a certain keeper of a dragon shrine was known to have been attached to him at one point or another. But if you're heading on, I'll do that one next, and then we'll get back to the other group. Similar themes, similar warning: death awaits any who would desecrate the great warrior within. This one bears a familiar name: Esther Arkelander, Oathsworn of Arkarania. You know he's one of the first. You also know what he did.
Strange that I have equal parts trepidation and, I don't know, anticipation that this might be right.
Maybe.
Same feeling.
What does it mean to
Well-
be the first? Is it the first among them? That would certainly be Esther, at least
Yeah,
in
maybe
the
the-
end.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it chronological? The oldest, or the first to both bind to a dragon?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Do you know who was the first to oath bind to a dragon, Leo?
I'll be honest. No, I wasn't very good at history.
Calliope, can you remember any stories along that line? It's all
I don't know, can I?
Make a history check
I can try.
with disadvantage.
Yep.
This is some lore that probably not a lot of
Roll
people
again.
would know.
pretty good.
19.
It's never specified in any of the histories who first bound a dragon, or rather took up oaths with dragons. But the first leader of the Dragonlords was, of course, Xander Horath.
I mean, most of the legends are intentionally vague or embellished to the point that it's not really worth believing anyway. First leader was Xander, but I don't know if that's really right either.
Well, it's more of a lead than just guessing on the others.
The rock stands there, begging to be opened.
There's something I want to try. Maybe not opening it, but because I think you're right, just opening a tomb without being invited in or anything is not super respectful. I wonder if we can get invited in somehow. She'll go up to the rock and hold this knock on it.
You get no response. There's a thick rock. You kind of hit that where it doesn't even make a sound much. And I don't know. It seems like the only way to know for certain if you could be allowed. Better this. Make me a religion or history check, everyone in the group. Honestly, everyone can make this because this could be something you could have confirmed beforehand. Just for like general questions about funerary stylings.
14.
I'd say, well, Leo probably has the best understanding, but I'd also give it to Calliope that you could have all confirmed. The way these tombs are constructed is that there's a heavy door, and much like a Egyptian sarcophagus, the actual body is kept in a large like stone covered thing within. There's usually an area that people could pay respects to, leave flowers, oils, other gifts. So entering these might be kind of in that gray area you're actually allowed to go into. But looting is where you might incur the curse of the grave robber. Something you're all entirely too familiar with.
What do you think? Should we try Arcalander's tomb?
Well, we don't know who all is here yet, so maybe after we get all of the names. I mean, that is what we told the others, and they seem pretty far ahead.
Sure.
Yeah, let's just keep searching.
Okay. So, I will say, as the second group moves up, you do notice a secondary tomb here and here as you're moving up, but the pillars have been knocked over. But if you continue on into this one.
Hang on. So before we get there, DeFaro would like to know what's going on with like what looks like possibly pillars or something knocked over in this area.
So this area here, it seems like there's a number of pillars, kind of like there would be a covering as if for almost like kind of an open air spot where like a roof might have been here once to keep people out of the rain as they prepared the body, but it's since fallen into ruin. These are just the remaining columns.
Okie doke.
But there is a tomb here into the wall and here, though the map does not well illustrate it.
DeFaro will stop at the first two. If the others are walking forward, that's okay. She'll still diverge a bit. And
Kira will follow with you. That one, again, death awaits any who you get it. This one reads Dorian Nordigan. And the stone here appears more freshly moved. Here behind you. One of the last Nordigans to take up the mantle of Dragonlord, if the histories are correct. I mean, unclear if that was even worth much by the time he did it. There weren't any dragons.
does it look as though this place has been definitely looted or desecrated?
Unclear from this side, but you do see more humanish footprints leading to and from this one.
Okay. She will move to the next one.
Oh man, is that the one dude we found in the market? We went to Astoria.
This one, 13. Is actually a small series of them. And I need some help with this one. Leo, what was your brother's name?
Oh no. My brother's name is in my notes.
I'll check my notes as well, but if you can't.
Or did I not give? Yeah, did I not give him a name?
I don't know if you did. I have your dragon's name. But
Okay.
it's all right. May I?
Yeah, please.
So, you see Leandros Dracos. And beside of them, you see a smaller one. And instantly recognize the inscription, Leo Dracos. Both have a stone rolled in front of them, but you're fairly sure one of them's empty. Kira behind you. We might want to tell him about this at some point.
Yeah. And she's just going to silently walk away.
That's fair. So, team heading up there to the hill. Again, a similar motif. Death awaits any who would disturb this, disgrace the great warrior within. This one simply has the title, Mitro the Magnificent.
Wonder if this is where Leo gets his pseudo dragon's name from. I mean, it's close.
Is Defera here? Is that walking up? She's going to go. That was actually good. Eliana, that was a good one. I really liked that. Felt clever. Maybe it is where he gets the name, but also, just an FYI, he has an empty Leo. Leo's tomb is here. Leo.
What?
It's unused, or well, I guess I can't say that. It looks empty, obviously.
Like, it had his name on it.
Yep. And I'm assuming a family member, father or uncle or brother or somebody.
Just one?
I think it was like a family tomb.
But sounds it's not that I don't believe you, it doesn't sound right.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't seem to puzzle pieces, they don't connect somehow weirdly.
How do we even... There's a part that says we're going to have to talk to him about it, but I can't even think of how to do that.
No, we haven't talked about a lot of this stuff, very vaguely. But he doesn't seem to have a ton of memory about what he did before he lived with the Muse, right?
It sounds like it. I think you can't think that Versi came and like took him from a grave.
Or maybe, just took him before he could be put into the grave. Like, saved his life, maybe, is what I'm hoping for. Not, like, undeaded him.
That would be
weird.
preferred.
Yeah.
I feel like you have the best rapport with him. I know it's be hard. I think it'd be best if you talk with him about it.
Uh-huh.
But perhaps, obviously not right now.
I don't know that we're going to have much time, because we're going to come back together as a group, and we're going to have to talk about the names that we saw to decide which one we're going into, unless we're just going to do them all.
Right. She'll kind of just walk over here a little bit and just kind of see that they're moving, that there's still like several more up here, so up and around.
Up and around.
Seems to be the pattern they're settling on, yes.
Perhaps go up towards the mausoleum. Maybe we'll find the little claw prints of Mikros. I don't know what his little obsession is, but also he said he found an egg.
Mm-hmm.
How would it not be the ruin of petrified here in some tomb?
Well, that the Damon guy just goes to show that things probably aren't quite right here. He seems nice enough, but something's off, right? He's just surviving in a wasteland necropolis. Magically. So maybe, if people bury some of their treasure with them, it could be preserved or protected somehow. The issue is that we can't take it, and our little dragon friend is going to want us to take it.
Well, perhaps it could be willingly given. I don't know if they're going to be like Damon, where they can talk with us, but I did ensure to be able to talk with them a couple times at least. If they're not able to, again. So hopefully, if need be, we can talk with them. If not, well, we'll figure that out when we get there.
And she will willingly follow wherever you're headed.
Otis, can I ask what you're up to?
During this, kind of interestedly looking at the inscriptions and the carvings and things like that on these stones, but also kind of inspecting the seals of the tombs themselves to see if there are any corners or cracks or sort of nooks, crannies, any way of kind of, little bits that the large stone slabs are not fully covering.
The stone coverings are pretty perfect in many cases. You have passed some that appear slightly adjusted, but you are a very clever and intelligent person. You can recognize the dedicated work of someone who has all the time in the world to making sure things are in their proper place. So you imagine with even a light nudging of a heavy stone, there might be enough room for a small creature to sneak in. Or there's another crack somewhere, or crevice about here. To get another person in here would take a great deal of effort, at least physically.
But something smaller could squeak its way in one way or another.
Yeah. There's a possibility this whole thing is falling apart. There's cracks in the earth. They might lead somewhere if one was determined enough. So, your group is continuing on to the mausoleum, though?
Yeah, because we're going to kind of step off to the side as we kind of ascend to the steps.
We'll jump back to the other group really quick. Where are you heading next? Just continuing on to the next one?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, this one, again, similar motif, old stone, just like the one outside the last two you've passed. This one, Rizon Phobos, Oathsworn of Sibyl Corax. And you remember the Phobos family. You actually just recently reunited a few members of them. And here is the assumed progenitor.
I think Leo kind of like maybe, I don't know if it's a prayer, but like just says, or maybe just kind of whispers, don't worry, your family is still safe and sound. And just moves on to the next one.
You leave with memories of one of the harshest, meanest, oldest ladies who was also the sweetest at the same time. And the next one, relatively newer stone compared to the last two. This one reads Cosmophobos, son of Rizon Phobos. And yes, that's Cosmo, as in, and Wanda.
His wife Wanda's
I was going to
buried
say, like the
elsewhere.
magazine.
Oh my god. I'm glad I can spell one of these right.
Actually, Leo, you'd remember Cosmo quite well. As the heir apparent for the Dragonlords. A bit older than you, a bit more experienced, but always kind. It was clear to basically everybody that if Xander ever were to pass, and the rest of the old dogs didn't want to take up the baton for a newer generation, it would fall to Rizon next. Sorry, Cosmo. Rizon's his dad.
Yeah, I think at this point, Leo starts, telling these guys about it and stuff, more as a reminder to himself than to anything, but just saying out loud, just so he remembers it better, as memories keep flooding in.
Are you doing all right with all this, Leo?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? As he, blinks a little too rapidly with his eyes, and he heads over, like almost in a hurry, to the next one.
Calliope will like be keeping pace and having to struggle to do so. I'll say this is just a lot to take in. We're here for you, you know.
That's great, and I'm here for you too. As he kind of absentmindedly responds.
The next one, you read the name and you're kind of struck. The child? No, not the child. That's not right. The tomb's inscription reads, Nicholas Phobos, blessed of Sidon. You don't recognize the name at all. This is someone who must have come after you. If there is an after you. Though the inscription does certainly give you all pause.
What do they mean, blessed of Sidon, Leo?
I don't know. From what you guys mentioned, the Dragonlords left a long time ago, but this person doesn't seem familiar. Blessed of Sidon, could it be a child? A son? He says, absentmindedly.
Could my two sirens please make history checks? This is certainly something that would be in more recent events. Somewhat.
Natural
9
20. It's my third one on
My
D&D
God,
Beyond tonight.
Give me good rolls,
third
Roll20.
one tonight.
Please.
The story strikes back into your mind, Vernos, with full effect. Something your mother spoke of, because anytime she would mention the dragons used to fly in the skies of Thylea. Nicholas Phobos was the very last of the Dragonlords. In an effort to broker peace beyond the oath, he swore himself to Sidon. Passing only 100 years ago, though the order at this point had long since been corrupted. His example led to the creation of the Order of Sidon as it is today, taking whatever remaining Dragonlords that were with him under the yoke of the Titan.
I do know this name. He ruined all of them. Turned over power to Sidon.
It was an effort of peace, but
It was a mistake.
So that's where they went. I thought they all disappeared fighting valiantly. I guess I was wrong.
Through ignorance or malice, association with the Titans that tears so much down. Thylea would be better without them.
we're going to jump back to the other group. As you ascend the stairs, this massive tomb dwarfs all others in the Necropolis. Its pristine white marble mausoleum supported by immense serpentine pillars. As you begin your climb up the first set of stairs here. Oh, sorry. You're going to this one, right?
I mean, we were just kind of using the steps as a segue to get over hither and yon.
You don't want to go to the big building?
DeFero
No.
would definitely have at least checked it out as we were walking past it.
As you're
She's
walking
not going
past, very
in
well.
anywhere. Nobody's going in anywhere, Turk, until we are together as a team.
So here's the thing. I will explain, and then I'll see if I can pique your interest. Going in or going up the stairs, you see this is not a tomb like the others. There is no stone to be rolled out of the way. It is 4 columns, massive, not as large as the arms of Kentamane, but large in their own right. And they all are shaped as if dragons. And you can easily continue up. These are steps like any other, though not as well defined. And there is no name easily inscribed upon it, no warning either, just a standing mausoleum. And that's all you can see for the moment. But there is nothing to move out of the way. If you wanted to explore further, you could.
I think we should check the cliffside tombs and then meet at the mausoleum. Looks like they'll be making the way this way anyway.
No objection? Ponos, what do you think?
Can I ask something really quick of the players?
No.
Beyond Ponos. I mentioned this in our little chat here, but Daemon is not good at subtlety. Nor also in the complete silence, his voice does have a tendency to be heard by people within a small range. Do you say anything about that conversation while you're all meandering about, or are you leaving it hanging there? Just a casual mention that Ponos might be cursed.
It sure does explain a lot.
You can just tell me your thoughts if you don't want to do anything.
I mean, DeFero would be interested, but also has not had the greatest experience with Ponos in conversation. So it's not like she would be like, "Gosh, tell me about your life story now that I've tackled you to the ground once and beat you up." So she's not trying to poke a bear, essentially. She's interested and wants to know, but isn't going to, if he isn't going to be forthcoming with information or isn't going to approach it, she will assume that it's his business that he doesn't want to share.
Could I assume that throughout your small journeys together, you're kind of shooting those kind of glances, is he good?
I think we know he's not good because he's very quiet. We know him to be usually talkative, or he's at least doing something, but he seems to be kind of sullen and sulken and gloomy, which is not usually Ponos.
Just for flavoring, would you be shooting him glances as you're moving about?
Probably.
Okay.
DeFero absolutely probably has been shooting him glances for days.
Just wanted to establish the vibe of this group here.
Trying
So
to
we got one
insight
pity
check.
party, why not two?
Yeah, she's trying to she will say something and then look at Ponos and just be like, was that the wrong thing to say again? You know what I mean? Waiting. And then when nothing is said back, she'll just keep it moving. But she has probably been doing that the whole time. And as Damon was saying that stuff, she was probably and then just walked away because she doesn't want to like poke it.
Don't want to poke the bonus.
I have been. Apparently the whole campaign. I've been a real bother.
Is it a jump down at this point where we're at?
Oh,
or-
you could step off. There was, if you wanted to, there's elevation here that you could just walk up the hill. It was dotted lines, but the stairs provided a good, easier way up. Yes, easier up there. So you can make your way about to where you wish. But I want to quickly jump to the other group as they continue on.
I mostly want to hear Ponos' answer to that question. Would you bring that up to us when we were walking?
That's another great point, actually. So, Bonus, at this point, you can definitely tell they've been like,
They're being weird. That's fine. That's no different from usual. Weird people being weird that I have to put up with in my day to get what I need to do done, which is fine. I'm not going to be weird back.
Is that truly like, you're not even dwelling on it at this moment? You just mission focus, or
it's almost like it's not even pure mission focus. He's as interested in the things around him as he is in his own head, really, and it's kind of just, oh yeah, there's a tomb and it's about dragons and stuff. Probably cool. Yeah, good. Where are we going? Over there. That one now. Ah, that looks the same. Great. These typical kind of just throwaway comments as and when is kind of expect when there's a silence for long enough and he looks up and everyone's looking at him expectantly and he goes, "Yep, there's big rocks. Okay, next. Let's go."
There are big rocks.
But he's definitely not going to mention much.
So we jump over to the other group briefly. You move to the next one. This one reads, Isidore Horath. This, you remember before you disappeared, Leo, or went off with Versi, that the Horath family was celebrating a new edition. They named their daughter Isidore. And this tomb, alone amongst all others, seems to still have a flower in front of it.
Well.
Yeah, no, I think he feels conflicted about that because, he remembers, as a child or whatever, baby, and now grown up and died. Yeah, I don't think he makes much comment as he keeps getting even quieter and quieter.
Maybe we all should say just a little bit more, Leo. It's okay to mourn.
I know. It's just Damien said there was one for me, and I'm just looking for it.
I'm sure that if we don't come across it soon, the others have seen it. They're right over there. We should probably reconvene.
And you can make your way down the hill right behind you, slopes off to get down to their elevation.
So was that all of them, right?
No, there are two more up above here.
Okay.
That no one has explored yet, but also you can see there's others down below that you didn't get to, personally.
Did you find any tomb that seemed to be the first?
The first what?
The Dragonlords.
No, we found Mitro, magnificent. And I think Defera found some others. I'm not necessarily just going for that one because there was one other one that you got,
Someone catch
which
the,
was
catch the driver of that carriage.
Nordigan. Nordigan.
Defera will as soon as Eliana says that, she's going to just glare, and you'll actually hear some like low hissing from the snakes, she's just gonna turn to you guys and she's gonna go, while you guys head up to those two, Leo, can you and I go for a walk? I think there's something you need to see, and it might be important for you to just see it privately.
Okay. Yeah. I really wanted to see what the other tombs were, but for sure, we can take a break.
Thanks, bud. And she will kind of start guiding him back down there.
Okay.
All the way over.
You can just drag yourself down.
What is this one?
The one right in front of you?
Mm-hmm. Is this to like the dragons?
Well, if you had to take a guess, the big one would probably be for the dragons. But
that's fair, but this one also had 6 pillars and 2 statues.
the white marble tomb is carved into the side of the mountain and sheltered by an imposing portico of weathered columns. The entrance to the sepulchre is blocked by a heavy chiseled slab, flanked by 2 statues of sitting lions. The center of the slab is fitted with an inset bronze handle. The pediment above the tomb is engraved with the name Xander, amidst intricate vines and laurel leaves.
Well, Thranos, you asking for the first? I assume this grandiose one would probably be made for the first.
I mean, if we're comparing grandioseness, you look behind you and there is a massive, literal necropolis, or rather not necropolis, a mausoleum.
When it comes to individual tombs with Dragonlords, gesturing.
So far, the others have been rather nondescript.
You did find Esther's, though.
Well, I say we let them have their conversation and try this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's Leo's too.
I had one.
And his brother. Didn't mean to throw Defare under the bus there, but no.
Pretty much
The
did.
fuck's a bus?
I think it'd be best she does it. I think she has, as I told her, she has the best rapport with him. I think she's the best one.
Maybe while they deal with that, Thranos is going to look over at Ponos. Cursed. Huh? Cursed?
I wouldn't really say it was that. I just, after that dream, it was the idea of going back to sleep just sort of put me on edge a bit. So You know, I thought we'd do better to get moving early, get here, set up, form a plan. I wouldn't say it was a curse so much, more of just, it was weird when, the whole sight and mute thing, they were probably more of a curse than I would go. Yeah, I just think spooky dreams.
Odd for the undead tomb keeper to mention your curse and not theirs then. Huh.
I thought it was weird as well. Clearly my life is not as interesting as theirs.
Oh no.
You deflect. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But you can't pretend it's not there.
I mean, we all have a reason for being here, for things we're looking for, whether it's answers or reasons. And, I don't really know what you're asking me, but if you want to know that I'm committed to what we're doing and achieving that, then just know that I'm just as invested as everyone else.
What I want to know is, he was offering you a way to break something that must be some kind of an issue for you. We're literally wandering around doing what we can to help. It would be ridiculous if we didn't help each other. Hypocritical, even.
Well, I don't know if he knows how these things work. I certainly don't. I kind of figured it'll work itself out in the end. He gave me, well, sure, this. And he'll blink, flick the gemstone to Thrynos.
Catch it and take a quick glance. Does it mean anything to Thrynos?
It seems magical. It kind of almost lights up in your hand. But to you, no. I mean, it'd probably look good on a belt or tiara or something.
Toss it back. I don't think this is for me to understand or use. It's just a pretty bauble.
Well, the best of us are. But maybe there is a finer use for it. I'm sure the light will guide us in this darkness to the answers that we need. And help us be the heroes we're supposed to be being, eh? Isn't that the point? We're surrounded by all this doom and gloom and death and shadows, and it's all got morbid. We're meant to be action and adventure.
As you say, the light will guide us. The gem in your hands alights in 30 feet each. But the dim light extending another 30 feet as this area is lit up, as the gem begins to lightly kind of hover in your hand.
I think you found the on button.
What about?
Well, that's new.
Interesting.
I just want you to know, Ponos, that we're here to help. We want to help.
I appreciate the sentiment. When I work out what it is I need help with, we'll work on it.
We'll be there.
And chances are we're still going to be traveling together.
Yeah. Well, we're all pulling the same direction for now.
It's Belmitra's tomb. You hear from behind all of you as Kira looks up at the large structure. The horn you have.
Yes.
That's where they put her. Or at least that's where they think they put her.
An empty tomb?
Maybe. I don't think even the Titans would dare to move the stone that blocks the way into there. They say it leads to the underworld itself. It's the only way they could make sure she was laid to rest.
Wait. So we have the horn, and we just saw tracks outside. Marja was not human, was she?
No, she was a dragon. The dragon of Xander Horath. I know what you're thinking. She's not that. I'd be shocked. Well, I think we'd know if Elmitra had returned.
Well,
Sorry.
it makes sense that there would be our next stop when the other two return. Gesture toward the tomb in front of us.
Xander, yes? Didn't want to give it away, but that was my bet. But,
Still 2 more up there.
oh, I'd happily give a tour to you anytime you want, sweetie.
I said there's 2 more up there.
I know. Do you want me to take you on a little tour away from the group?
I'm gonna start walking away now because she's being weird.
Kira follows.
Here.
Oh god!
She'll follow.
How could I not have foreseen this happening?
But
I'm
to,
a prophecy cleric.
but to quickly speed along, that is the tomb of Lysis Arcalander and the tomb of Okos Arcalander. Lysis, being the famous former king of Astoria before he was knocked off the throne for being a piece of shit, effectively, by Pythor. Okos was just another soldier, another Arcalander, a fighter to the end. Both are much later Dragonlords. Kira seems to indicate the stories tell they never bonded to dragons. They were after the dragons. But Leo and Defera, you approach the entrance to the tombs here.
As we are walking out, Defera will, if Leo doesn't object, she will like grab his hand. Like
Yeah, you're good.
I was just gonna say she'll just grab his hand as a sign of like staying there with him, but she's not going to say much.
Okay. Because yeah, I think Leo at this point is not saying much, and he's starting to worry. And then yeah, I think he would let you grab him by the hand as you lead him to where he's dreading to go.
This is the weirdest date ever.
Is that what it is? So as she's kind of leading you up to it, she will, this is like a lot of death and stuff, and it can be a lot as someone who just went through it. So just a lot.
No, yeah. But it looks like it's been some of these lived and died while I was gone. But yeah,
I was gonna say she'll walk you up to your brother's tomb first.
Yeah. I think that's when he kind of like chokes up, and he's like, I don't know why I thought he would still be waiting for me, alive somewhere. I should have been by his side. I could have maybe done something, and then he wouldn't be here.
Maybe. But Leo, we all end up in places like this at one point or another.
And then, yeah, like he kind of points, he spots his grave and's like, well, my place was by his side, always. In life and in death.
Well, you helped me with my sister. So. And she will kind of just like gesture towards your brother's tomb. It's my turn to repay the favor.
Yeah, I think for a long time he just stands there in silence as he stares at it, reminiscing. And then I think...
Can I ask?
Yeah.
What is the memory you focus on most of you and your brother?
Shield practice when we were kids. We had like wooden sword and shield. He would always spar with me, and he got to the point where he was so good that he wouldn't even have his shield, and he would manage to deflect all my blows and stuff, and I'd always get frustrated, but it was still in good fun. He'd always say, lift up your arm more, duck down, raise your shield up. And, as I'm, reminiscing of like just, being kids, I think he says out loud, strange, as it feels like it's starting to rain, as he begins to cry.
Pharaoh will just keep holding his hand.
And I think he holds your hand just really hard.
I think before you move on, now would be a great time for us to end. I just want to read one quick thing. Journeying over many seas and through many countries, I come, dear brother, to this pitiful leave-taking, the last gestures by your graveside, the futility of words over your quiet ashes. Life cleft us from each other, pointlessly depriving brother of brother. Accept then, in our parents' custom, these offerings, this leave-taking, echoing forever, brother, through a brother's tears. Hail and farewell. And thus we're going to end tonight's session of Oathsworn, Odyssey of Dragonlords. Thank you all so much for joining us. Before I say anything else, if you could all please go around the horn just the same as last time, starting with Comrade, if you're ready. If you could please tell the people who you play tonight, who you are, what more we can expect from you going forward, all the wonderful things. Proceed as you wish.
Comrade Crash. I've played Leo Dracos, the human paladin. Oath of the Dragonlord. The Haunted One? Question mark? Who knows? Just catch me more on Oathsworn back here at TPK. And up next is Sir Hecla.
Hey everybody, it's me, Sir Hecla. You know, I'm trying not to cry. It's fine. Tonight I played Calliope, the Siren College of Epic Poetry bard who walks the path of the Dragon Slayer. You can find me on all of the social medias at Sir Hecla. It's the best place to figure out where I'm going to be next within the TTRPG space. But in terms of the TTRPG space, you can find me here on Thursday for Queen's Gambit, along with Chrissy, and then on Sunday for our Coven one-shot, Basic Witches, along with Chrissy again. And there has been a reschedule with Lost Caravan RPG, so we unfortunately won't have a one-shot on the 24th, but it's been moved to June, and I'll remind you of that once we get closer to it. Though hopefully on the 26th, we will return with the next episode of Dungeons and Discussions, a podcast that I co-host with Tyne. I'm not sure what exactly we're going to talk about yet, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. And also, not personally my own thing, but something I still want to keep boosting is the TTRPG bundle on itch that the proceeds are going towards reproductive rights. That's still going on, and there is a second TTRPG bundle that is still taking submissions until Sunday to support the folks in Buffalo. So if you've made a game and you want to support a good cause, sign up your game for that and be on the lookout for when that goes live so you can support it. But other than that, I think that's it. Taking on over to HP.
I am the Last Hit Point Hero, and I played Thrynos, the Siren Sorcerer, walking the path of the demigod. Cold Hands, Warm Hearts is on hiatus for a bit as vacation and other events take place, but we'll be back in, I guess, a month and a half at this point. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna I need to log into my Twitch just to change the game to something. I will. Thank you, Heck. I will.
Lost Ark Forever.
Lost Ark Forever. That's jeez. Anyway,
we gotta play more Terraforming Mars.
We do. It was briefly free. I don't know if it still is on Epic Games. Terraforming Mars, free. Lots of fun. That's it for me for now. Tony.
Hey, it's me. This was real sad. The next episode of Dark Echoes is this Saturday if you want more sadness in your life, because who doesn't? And then Monday the 23rd, the next episode of Emerald Expeditions. The first session where the group has the sanctuary unlocked, first mission from Tess and all that. And then back here for the 31st, the end of May. I think that's all I got going on for now. It's a little bit of vacation from work and from school and from streaming. So let's go up to Al.
Why would you do a thing like that? Hi, folks. It's Al the Biffer playing Ponos, the Odyssean rogue who's walking the old path of curses. Maybe one day we'll go into a modicum of detail about what exactly is going on when he starts to maybe trust and work with people rather than just be a pain in the ass the whole time. But that will be the day that I actually send Turk some notes on my character. Maybe it'll happen. Who knows? It's all
you leave me time and space, and I'll stab you in the heart.
Oh, it's true. God, it hurts so good. It's the best kind of pain. But we'll work it out. It'll get there. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. With that, I'll head them up to Chrissy. Cheers.
Hey guys, I'm Chrissy Kritz, and I was playing Defera Adamos, our Medusa Warlock, who is walking the path of the Haunted One. I had to look at it to get it correct, and I'm sorry. Yeah, where you can find me during Module Week, you can see me in Madness Calls It Forth, here during Oathsworn, and on Thursdays with Heck over at Queen's Gambit. Sporadically in one-shots randomly, like Heck said. This coming Sunday, we have Basic Witches, which I'm super excited about. It's all pumpkin spice. And I'm trying to think of other basic things. Ugg boots?
Oh man, that's nostalgic.
Yeah, I don't know. That was where my brain went. Other than that, I am a Jasper's Game Day ambassador, so please make sure you're checking out Jasper's. They're a wonderful organization that helps to educate and kind of just get the word out about suicide prevention and awareness. So there's that. Also, I want to 110% back everything that Hex said. There are two very major itch bundles out there. The one for reproductive rights, and then the other one that I think is, I want to say it's Leona Maple on not Instagram, on Twitter.
She's been support or a big part of the actual like making of it, but hold on.
I'm pretty sure it's Lynn.
It's Lynn M. Meyer.
Lynn M. Meyer, yeah, and then
on Twitter.
At Leona Maple. Make sure you're checking them out on Twitter, because I don't have the link to the itch bundle. But it is to support a kind of grassroots effort, social movement, in regards to the mass shooting and the hate crime that happened in Buffalo. So please support that. That's all. Turk.
Right. Hi everybody, I'm Turk, or Turk Eccentric on Twitch and Twitter. I have had the distinct pleasure of being your DM and tear jerker for the evening. I'm very glad. I'm sorry. I'm very glad I made y'all cry, but like in a good way. If you want more of me, I have a bunch of stuff coming up. Welcome to me being on your screens 24/7. I'm taking over. The next 2 days I'll be on Lost Caravan RPG playing both Pathfinder and Slayers, Pathfinder 2nd Edition and Slayers. As Tony mentioned, Curse of Strahd on Saturday with Dark Echoes. Lancer back on Lost Caravan with Corruption from Within on Sundays coming forward. Emerald Expeditions on the 23rd if you want more Orsoid action. I will also so next Wednesday and Thursday I'll be back on Lost Caravan for more RPGs because they sunk their hooks into me somehow. I don't know. Frozen Rain over on Neon Lights Roleplay Lancer campaign will be back on the 28th. And then on the 31st, we'll be right back here as we enter episode 19, Labyrinthos. I already have it named. But just to echo a point that is already been said, the world is not such a kind place right now to people who don't look like me. And it is not their responsibility to take care of themselves when they are the subject of harm from others. Be kind and use your power where you can to make the way brighter for those around you. It's the least you can do. So please go and support those game bundles. There's a lot of excellent works attached to them, but don't let this be a one-time thing. Don't let tragedy be the only incentive to give back into the world. For information about the poem, that was Catullus 101. Not like the class, literally from his collection, Catullus 101. Thank you all so much. There's still a lot of pain out in the world, and the least we can do is try to heal it by telling stories of heroes and healing. Slava Ukrainia, and you are all, including the people on the screen you see right now, make this whole thing possible. So thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week if I don't see you. And go with love and light, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody. HP, please take us out.